Hi, we're going to be talking about the WES evaluation. This one is something that most people are actually concerned about. Most people are worried because of the cost implication, the stress of doing it, the number of days it takes, and if they would even meet up with some of the requirements that is expected of them to meet up. And what are we talking about today? The WES evaluation. WES, WES, the big WES. WES means World Education Services. They are a third party that verifies your documents, your transcripts, your results from your own university to the university that you want to apply to in the United States or any other country of your choice. Mind you, there are requirements country by country. If you go to the West website, you're going to see if there is a requirement for um, Africa, West Africa. There is requirement specifically for Nigeria. You would see different countries, India, so find out what requirements is there for your country. However, let's talk about why WES and what kind of WES services you should be going for. So, why WES? WES are a third party verification service provider. In other words, they tend to verify your transcript and your documents. Now, there are two kinds of WES services that you would want to go for, two types of evaluation that you want to go for. One of them is document by document report, and the second one is course by course report. The document by document report is a service that you get from them to have your documents to look like what you get in the United States. And it's usually for immigrants or those who are seeking for job and employment. So it's actual documents that you want to submit that WES goes through to evaluate. The course by course, however, is your transcript, the course that that you did in the university. Why are you even going to do something like this in the first place? It is because the university you want to apply to somehow do not trust the transcript that you are bringing in from your own university. So until WES verifies it, they feel like it's not so correct and stuff like that. It is not compulsory actually to do a WES evaluation. Not all universities require that. So even if you want to apply to a university in the United States, you need to be sure that they need WES. Don't just jump into WES because there are financial implications to doing this. Now, the course by course is for students. What they do is they reevaluate the results that you've gotten in that transcript and they tune it to look like those in the United States. So, for example, the country I come from, we use a 5.0 grading system, but in the United States, mostly they use a 4.0 grading system. So, that result that you are getting in 5.0 will be translated to be a result in 4.0. And WES just have A, B, C, and F. While where I come from, we have A, B, C, D, and F. This means that if you score, for example, um, I graduated with 4.53 over 5.0. When I did something that looks like a WES evaluation, because I didn't do WES evaluation, but when I tried to, there are other sites or other tools that you can use to convert your results into a 4.0. So when I tried something like that, I ended up getting a 3.75 over 4.0 CGPA. So most times it's advantageous because if you score lower in your degree in where you are coming from, there is every tendency that you would score higher when it is converted to 4.0. So while you are keeping that in mind, you also need to check out the cost implication. Now there is the document by document, and document by document is in two places. There is the ICAP and there is the basic. That is the premium and the basic. Same goes for the cost by cost. There is the premium and there is the basic. It's going to be like it is very much advised or recommended that you do the premium, because there might be instances where you need to send, to more than one university that you're applying to that WES results. So let's say you're applying to like two universities that need the WES evaluation. If you do the premium, WES themselves, you can always just request for WES to send your result directly to the university. But if you do the basic means that you would always have to resend it over and over again, and then that is an extra cost, and then that is also an extra cost for you to deliver it, also an extra cost for us to send you that result. And sometimes where the university you're applying to will say that they will not collect that result from you unless it comes directly from WES. So it's advantageous. It is more expensive, but it is advantageous that you go for the premium services. Now, the cost implication is that from where I come from, by the time you are converting that dollar amount into naira, it's a lot of money. So I would first of all say, do not start out with going for WES evaluation first. Confirm that the university you want to apply to needs WES. So if you have shortlisted like 5 universities and one of them need WES, check if that university is a priority for you. If it is a priority for you, then go ahead with the WES evaluation. But if it is not a priority for you, I may advise that you step back a bit. But if you think that you want to go ahead with that WES evaluation, you can go ahead. Not all universities are actually going to require you to do that. Now, let's talk about sending your results to WES for evaluation. WES would usually say that they want you to send your transcript or your documents from the institution that you schooled in directly to them. What if the institution does not have that service? What if your institution does not provide the service where they can send your result directly to WES for WES to evaluate and send back to you? What you can do is ask your university to send you that transcript. Now, when you are sending that transcript back to WES, write from your university with the address and a phone number if required to WES. Make sure that nothing on that document states that it is coming from you, because once WES sees your name, they are going to reject it. I don't know if you understand this. So this means that for your transcript to get to WES in the first place for evaluation, it has to come directly from you, from your institution. But if your institution does not have such service where that transcript can be sent directly from them to WES, you can receive these documents. Make sure it is still very sealed. But when you are sending it to WES, you go from your university name to WES. Make sure that nothing shows it is from you. So give them the impression that that transcript is still coming from your university. Now, while doing that, make sure that there is something called a reference ID. Make sure that you generate a reference ID, because that is what WES would use to identify that this transcript is for this particular person. It's not by your name, it is by that reference ID. So even when you write from the university, make sure that on it, your reference ID states that number. That is what they will use to confirm that this result or this transcript, this document is from you and should be from you. Now, the documents that have been evaluated, you can get an unofficial copy from your WES dashboard. However, when you want to send your results to the universities that you're applying to, it has to be official. So this is where the going for the premium service becomes advantageous to you. And then you ask WES to just send it directly using your reference code and every other details that they need directly to the university. And the university can go on to process your application. I hope this has been helpful to you. I haven't really done WES evaluation services, but I have gone through their website and I have seen that it is quite an easy process. For the evaluation, it takes about 7 days to 35 days, depending on the type of evaluation that you want to do. It takes about 7 to 35 business days for it to get done. If you ever plan to get a WES evaluation, make sure that you start ahead of time and you take into cognizance the deadlines for your university applications so that even before that deadline, your results could have been sent to your university at least. I hope this has been helpful to you. And if you have any question, you can do well to reach out to me in the comment section or on my LinkedIn account. See you next time. Bye.